Uh-huh, 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 I'm back. Yeah, monsters. Let's make some more monsters. I've got nothing better to do with my time. I'm completely smashed, and I'm ready to do something a little bit more fun. Okay, so sound check seems to be working good. Excellent, good news. I have my windows and my doors closed. You will find the start time down in the description for those of you who really want to check, get past all of this sort of stuff. You're welcome to do so. Not a problem. Normally what I do is I present everything first and then I open it up for chat and discussion with me while I'm making my little creatures and monsters. But as it happens, how's it going, Joseph? I'm just going to do my thing. So I'll do my opening and by all means chat along with me, keep me entertained. I will try to keep you entertained. The cart of videos. How's it going, mate? So yeah, let's do the opening and go from there. Okay, let's start. Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Weller and today I'm going to make Dungeons and Dragons monsters. We're going to make them really cheap. Really cheap. Now, normally this is like super easy for me to do. I never have any problems. We are not going to be doing the rust dragon or the rust monster. We're going to make a piercer. A very peculiar little creature as it happens because it drops from the ceiling, hits you, kills you, or it kills itself quite possibly. It certainly doesn't have a lot of hit points. It essentially is the juvenile or larvae form of the roper. For those of you who don't like ropers, I can totally understand they can cause a lot of trouble. So I'm going to have a go at making one of them. I was looking around to see if I had a miniature that I could copy or was there a miniature that somebody had made, and there was nothing. Nothing. Seriously, nothing. I was not happy. Okay, so it's all up to me. Figure it out. As you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it. There's always the possibility that I will balls things up. How's it going, Darren? Hi, dear Jesus. Brent, how's it going, mate? Steve, my notifications just went off. Wow, man, they actually work. You wouldn't think that they would, but apparently sometimes they do. How's it going, Joe? Frankie, how's it going too, mate? All right, so let's. I'm starting off with this is a medium-sized base, normal miniature, normal. This base is basically just what I'm going to start off with. This is what I'm going to build everything around. I am hoping this will take me a lot less time than the Earth Elemental because although that was, I mean, I've had monsters take a lot longer than that, but that was not what I was hoping for. Really was not hoping for that at all. Okay, so this is a really hard to find miniature, right? So let's grab some milliput. I got some of this stuff. It's very easy to find. Generally, I've found. I mean, of course, it's possible you're in a country where it does not you can't get it, but hopefully that's not the case. So I'm going to mix up 2 parts of this. I'm going to make myself a banana. No, I mean I'm going to make myself a piercer, not a banana. A banana that looks like a piercer, or is it a piercer that looks like a banana? Well, something like that. So I'm going to use milliput to start it off. So we'll go with about, I don't want to make it too small because every time I make something too small, it drives me nuts. And then you watch me lose my shite, which is not good. So instead, we're going to go with trying not to get too carried away. So I'm going to cut off about that much and ditch that over there, and then we'll just meld that together. So I'm going to need 2 balls about the same size. I'm an expert in balls. I've been rolling little putty balls for so long now. How's it going, Joseph? Retracted message. I'm not sure what that was all about, but okay. What do you got here? Looking forward to Ghosts of Saltmarsh? Yes, I am. And what do you expect from it? I expect a series of very short adventures that can be placed in Greyhawk if you really want to. And, oh, it looks like my mum has sent me another update on Dungeons and Dragons. Well, we'll see if that turns into a video or not. So yeah, I would imagine you'll find that they've had to probably make some adjustments to the original adventures so that they can be played through from about level 1 to level 12. Otherwise, it's not going to work out quite so well. A lot of those adventures are not necessarily scaled to sort of be combined together. I'm sure they have tried to select them so they are as close as possible, but my expectation is you can use them separately, drop them into your campaign, or run them as a standalone campaign from level 1 to 12. And it isn't hard baked. It's not, Greyhawk's not hard baked into the system. So if you want it to be in Greyhawk, that's fine. That's not a problem. But if you don't want it to be in Greyhawk and it needs to be integrated into your own campaign world, or you're using the Forgotten Realms or something else, I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. Okay, so let's see if Mr. Ball 1 is properly mixed together. The stuff goes a little bit hard over time, so you've got to mix it up, get it ready and prepped. Now let's cut off another little piece. Let's see, is that too much? I'll just ball it up and go from there. Mamma mia. Is that Pillix 2? What is this? This is I'm making myself a piercer. It's basically like a banana creature that falls from the ceiling. It's the small juvenile version of the roper. It looks really weird. It's a strange monster. I feel like it would probably, there must be many piercers that die as they try to hit their target. And they're probably not very good at hitting their target. They can't run away. This is the sort of monster you drop on your party and now it's on the ground. Oh, what do you want to do to it? I want to stand on it. That's essentially, it can't run away. It can't move very fast. It's got a speed of like 5 feet. It's going to crawl up the wall 5 feet at a time. It's going to dash and go 10 feet, make it even a bit more difficult for the players to catch it. I don't think so. No. Okay, so I got 2 balls. Now I know this is looking like a lot of putty. Frankie, what do you got here? A lovable idea of the banana monster. Yes, I should make a clay mini. No, this is a milliput mini. So we mix 2 different compounds together, and it gives us a product that dries hard in about an hour. So I've got about an hour to get my stuff together before it's all over. The banana mimic. Ooh, yeah, you pick up the banana, you go to eat it. Instead, it tries to bite you. It's a little bit like the toilet mimic. You go to sit on the lavatory, the long drop, and suddenly you are sucked down into it, never to be seen again. He went to the toilet. Why is he still there? He's been there for like 45 minutes. He must be reading a really good magazine. I'm sure he is. He's reading a really good magazine, and yes, it's an epoxy type of thing. So, and he never came back. He must still be reading that magazine. You go in, he's gone. Oh, maybe did I miss him? That's strange. And he's never seen before. Gone to the toilet, eaten by a toilet mimic. Yes, it's a very sick idea that. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna roll it into kind of like a sausage, and then I want to sort of taper it out, and then I want to make the other end a little bit more bullet-like. And then I'm going to try to, if I get this thing done right and make one end longer than the other, I should, this is the theory, I should be able to make it curve. And if I can't make it curve, then I can't make it curve. I'm going to stick an eye in it. I only have to put one eye in it, right? So it's not putting 2 eyes, it only needs 1 eye. The banana mimic. I love it. I really do. Yes, Frankie, you're right. Somebody needs to get onto that. Get your crafting skills out. Grab your paint. Grab your miniatures. Grab your miniature making tools. It's time to make Mr. Banana. Okay. Okay, so I feel like even though this looks a little wacky, I do understand it doesn't look like the picture. I showed you a picture. It doesn't look like the picture. I realize this. It always works that way. Okay, I feel like that's the basic gist of the piercer, in my opinion. We're gonna make it a little bit longer. I feel like I can curve this thing a little bit. It's supposed to be medium size, so but to fit it on a medium sized base is difficult. There, like so. Not bad. There is the banana. nature in reverse. The banana eats the person. Okay. I believe that is from Cliffhanger, for those of you who are trying to figure out that that line. Okay, I've decided that I need to have more putty. So, but first, I have little beads. I want an eyeball. Come here. I want a little eyeball. Oh, they're so small and hard to grab. Oh, you sucker. Come here. Gotcha. Ha. Yeah, ha ha ha. Is it Pillix too? If I'm getting your name wrong and I'm insulting you, it was not my intention. I've got little beads everywhere now. Okay, now stick the bead into the banana on top. I'm going to stick the bead into the banana. But like so. Now, this is the thing, right? Your plan is, oh, let's just make a banana and stick a bead into it, and then it doesn't work, and then you've got to try something else. So get the tool pressed in. Okay, I've got my eye, and this eye has got details around it, which is like way too difficult for me to figure out how to do, and I'm not going to worry. Something like that. And then it's got like a bit. What's it Pillix do? I just make my minis with cardboard, so they're basically homemade Pathfinder pawns. Yeah, I use I've done that with Magic the Gathering cards. I use Magic the Gathering cards. Well, why not? They're already pre-painted and coloured and all the rest. Mostly because I don't have any good clay, nor am I too good at sculpting. If you think that I'm any good at sculpting after doing this, you'll be no. You've got it wrong. Okay, so I'm sticking my sharp tool. What am I using? I'm using the Citadel sculpting tools. So I've stuck a hole in it for where its mouth would be, and I still want some more putty, I think, because that's not enough. It still doesn't look like what I want. So I'm going to go with, let's grab some toothpicks. It's a beady little lie. And, I almost forgot, I've got that bit, and I've also got to use a sharp knife and put like a mouth. Am I going to be putting teeth on this thing? No, it's way too hard for me to do. Dear Jesus, now we wait an hour for it to be cured. That's exactly right. How did you guess? Okay, so I'm going to just use my knife and then just trace a line up this way to indicate the other mouth, because it's got two mouths apparently, which this mouth will be the one that develops for the roper, and the other mouth is for something else. And then I don't honestly know if it's going to work that great, but I'm going to put little, I don't know, little indentations to sort of indicate that there might be teeth there. Like so. And there. So there's teeth. Okay, so we're getting pretty close now, not too far away. Frankie, what do you got here? Sometimes we just have to start simple, to be honest with you. Yes, that's exactly right. I'm going to grab myself a toothpick, and I'm going to take the toothpick and I'm going to cut the toothpick in half. Not with that knife, because it's not doing diddly squat. Let's try again. If I pronounced it right, next time I'll probably pronounce it incorrectly. Pillix 2. Pillix. I'm trying to cut through it. How's it going, Brent? Is this moulding clay paintable? Yes, it is. You can paint it. I've painted it many times with all the other miniatures that I've made. Now, this is where I'm either going to be successful cutting this, or I'm going to wind up cutting myself, or it'll fly away. So let's just see what happens. Wait for it. If you see blood, it's my finger. I need to be able to cut that down the middle. Down the middle. Yay! That's not quite what I had in mind. Okay. Let's try that again. And squash. Oh, cut the little paper. Oh man. There we go. Now, I can shove that in the end there for the other bit of its tail thingy. Do I want to do that? I feel like if I stick... Shall I use putty? I've got to mix up more putty anyway. I was going to just sort of like stick these in here, around there, to indicate like it's little... But I feel like they need to be bendy, like they're trying to grab onto you, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to use a paper clip. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to curve a paper clip and a curve. Curve a paper clip and a curve. Of course I'm going to curve it in a paper clip. Paper clip curving, and then I'm going to trim it. And then I'm going to stick it in. And do I want to take the little plastic stuff off? Nah, screw it. It's going to be good. We just curve. So I'm bending. Bend, 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 curve, 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 and curve that a little bit more. And then how much do I want to trim off? Let's go with, figure it out. Let's start with that. And then see if I can stick that one in on the side. Okay, I know it's not very curvy. Oh, maybe I need to be able to curve it a bit more. I wonder if I can do that while I'm still holding the thing. It is very, very small now. I have to accentuate the curve. Alright, I'm just going to bend it on the table. There we go, there we go. Little fella, there you go. There's your little, there. Look, you've got your little thingy now. And now if I get my tool and then just feed it round there a little bit so that it's stuck in place. No, you don't want to do that, do you? No, you're going to be trouble, aren't you? Oh, you're such a naughty fellow. I'm going to give you time out now. Time out for you. You cannot watch TV. There. So that's number one. Let's try another one on the other side, shall we? What's that, dear Jesus? Fred, on Amazon there are some cheap nibbers made by Harco for about $5. They can make life a lot easier. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to get something at some point. Right now, it's not going to happen because I'm busy. But at some point, I probably need to get myself some little nibblers. I was going to get some from Mitre 10 when I was still working there, and then I just like, no, they look like garbage. I'll go and have a chat with the game store, because if I try and get them shipped to me, it'll just cost me a fortune. That is going to be way too long. Let's just trim that. And we stick that one in that side. Okay. And then where's my little tool? Oh, just make sure I don't cut myself. I almost did it. Plorix 2, what do you got here? Is this supposed to be some sort of fan? Yeah, they've got little pincer thingies in the front of them for biting onto their victims. So that's what that's all about. The problem is it's such a small thing that getting it to sort of hold in place is going to be the trick. And I'm just patting the putty down around it. I'm going to put one more on there, and the piercer will be close to finished. How's it going, Darren? Trying another monster today. Fred, go to an electric store for the side cutters. Okay, Harco makes electronic tools and equipment. There really aren't that many electronic stores left in New Zealand. I think the last of them all but sold. Any really good ones that did exist were Australian and not New Zealand owned. Australian, and yeah, Dick Smith is all but gone. So there's not much in the way of that. It's very, very hard to get that sort of thing. Most people now, if they want to get that sort of thing, they have to order it online and get it sent from overseas. Okay, I'm not saying that's bad, but I feel like that's just a tiny bit on the long side. So we're going to just trim it, just like that. How's it going, Mal? You showed up at the right time. Just got here. Look, it looks like a little plankton from SpongeBob. Yes, for those of you who weren't aware that this is SpongeBob's pet called the piercer. It will pierce you. So I've decided to make a few more miniatures, and I thought, well, this can't be difficult, can it? Should be simple. It should be easy to do. No problems. She's all good. All right. And I'm just going to make sure I've got my bits in place. That's good. Man, this is working reasonably well. And then where's my just make sure that hole is wide enough. See, he's got a little hole. He's got a little sucker. He's where he sucks things. So that's done, and now it's time to make the rest of him. I believe that there is supposed to be like little things that stick off on the side, which I felt like was going to break off. I'm going to make up some more putty. Where's the putty? Yeah, there it is. I'm going to make some more putty. Cut off a little bit more. Fill in the gap underneath the base. And add a little... There's supposed to be like a little fin or thing that comes off the body. So that's what I'm making now. And is that enough? Just squeeze it up. Squish this stuff up, just like so. Super simple. And I would imagine you'd be able to make a few of these, you know, relatively quickly if you get a bit of practice in. After you've made a couple, it can't be that difficult, really. Surely no. Okay, so I feel like that's close to what I need. I'm going to just cut off just a fraction more. And squidge that up. Good as gold. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. Yep, there it is. Okay, so now I've got one ball of one part of the compound. I need the other part of the ball for the other part of the compound. And I've lost something. Oh, there it is. Let's put that over there and grab some more of this. This is the other side of the stuff that I'm needing. Some milliput. And cut off. Check it. So roll it into equal size balls. You need to have your balls the same size. You don't want one bigger than the other. It's always a bad thing. And that ball is too small, so we'll make it bigger. Dear Jesus, what do you got here? It's good that piercers have a max damage when they fall on your head. Well, yes, which means, you know, if you're going to have a piercer, make sure they're 60 feet up. They're either going to hit their target and take it out, or they'll probably die. I wonder what good rules would be if the hero had a helmet on. Oh, I don't like the idea of that. That seems unfair. It's a one-shot wonder, this monster. It's either going to hit its target and either knock it down unconscious or kill it, or Actually, that's a good point. Should you give somebody a benefit of some kind, like, you know, some sort of cover, like +2 to their armor class if they're wearing a helmet? If they're not wearing a helmet, then they get hit with a full impact. Yeah, you could do that, but with a one-shot wonder monster, where it's either going to hit its target and then do some pain, or it's going to just kill itself, essentially. It's going to probably fall and perish if it misses, and that's the end of it. Which is, you know, this is probably why there isn't a piercer miniature, because they never survive the fall. They always perish. You know, they probably miss their targets constantly, and there's just splattered piercers everywhere. Yucky, yucky, yucky. So go get the mop and disinfectant, maybe a spade to scoop up the mess. Ugh. Hence why no piercer miniatures have ever been made so far. This will be the first one. Or I don't know if it'll be the first one, but it'll be my one. My attempt at making a piercer. It's got an eye, it's got 2 mouths, one that's, I don't know, what do you call it? Something. Alright, so let's make the little thin bit first before I jam the stuff in the spot in the slot. Okay. Yeah. And this is supposed to fit over here. And it's supposed to be kind of longish and wacky looking. Maybe too big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Just to whip it off a little bit. Just whip it good, whip it. Now, stick that on there. This is what I dislike about small miniatures. Small miniatures are difficult because they are fiddly. Fiddly is annoying. Annoying. Okay, right. Stay focused. And I've just got to get it on there now. I've just got to press it into place with my little tool. Like so. And is it there? Is it going to stay? I don't know. I still don't know. Mal, Piercer wins the D&D Dawn Award for poor feeding habits. Yes, poor feeding habit. It's designed to die, essentially, really. It's got no feeding habit. It's just like, oh, I will fall on my target, and if I miss, I will be dead. That will be it. Okay, I'm just adjusting the position of this. It will hopefully stick to the base. If it doesn't stick to the base, I will not be happy. But it will be too late to change anything very, very shortly. Now, that's wrong tool. Where's the sharp thing? Sorry, stay in the middle, Fred. Stay in the middle. Did you just? Does the piercer have advantage when it attack falls? When it drops? No, it doesn't. It's just standard. Just drop and oh. It's only a +3 to hit the target. +3. It's gonna die. It probably misses most characters. I do know of a dungeon master who managed to almost TPK the entire party with piercers, but he did change the ceiling height, and I think he may have been drinking that night. That may have been taking place, so he might have overtaxed them just a tiny bit. Okay, so look, piercer, it's looking good. It's looking pretty good. Alright, so to make some sausages, or one sausage, and I'll stick that in the underneath of the base, and that ought to be pretty close to done. And flip it over. So whack that stuff in there. Yep, she's working. And then I just need to, a knife, probably easier to just scrape it all off. Cutting away from myself. La-da, to-do, poof, just like so. Nothing to it. Yep, hang on, a bit more. Yep, scoop it, and I should have done this first. I should have put this stuff in there first, but I'm getting there. Just got to fill that because I don't really want a big hole in the underneath of it, the base. It just sort of looks a bit rude, if you ask me. And then stick that down there, and then we'll just flatten that down, and then cut away the bits that I don't need. Come on. You know you want to be finished. There we go. Yay! Look, I've done it. Ta-da! There we go. All right, little piercer. Are there any other details? I think maybe if I give it sort of, if I get my little tool out and I sort of press on it a little bit in places and dent it up a bit, it'll look like it's sort of, I don't know, homey. I've got no idea. It'll just look a little bit more interesting. So I'll get my little tool and I'll just go bip, 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 and little dents to sort of make it look like it's sort of a little bit more interesting. So when it comes to painting, it's not quite so wacky smooth. It's not so smooth, less smooth. And we'll just go down there and just tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. My little baby. Me, 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 me. And we'll just make sure the bit at the end is looking roughly about the shape and size that it needs to be. Oh my gosh, that was so stressful. So much harder than I had totally expected it to take me for hours and hours of time. But look, it's done. I have made my little piercer, and he's ready. He's ready to rock. He'll be joining you shortly. Okay, that's it. I'm done. That is amazing, isn't it? As simple as that. Couple of little thingy hooky bits in the front, a hole in the front for the snozzy mouth bit, one eyeball. I've cut in a little mouth with what looks like partly teeth. I've kind of crumbed up the outside, and it's got, I have cut like a line in here. I cut a line in here, and I put some little marks to indicate that there are teeth that are malformed or forming there. So she's all good. She's all ready to play. Maybe in a couple of hours, maybe an hour or so. It takes about an hour or so for it to cure. Yes, I'm going to paint him later, Brent. Absolutely, we'll give him a good paint up. Make sure he's all coloured up and looking good. He's got a long journey ahead of him with a stiff stop to it, though, mate. It might be a long journey, but it's when he gets there, he won't be going anywhere else. Don't forget the green blood from the art. Yeah, it looks like it's missing its target. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, I'm all done. Amazingly, it doesn't often happen that way, but apparently today. So if you found this video helpful or informative or educational or just entertaining, excellent. Please share and like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Just hit the bell button to be notified when I go live, which YouTube might notify you or they might not. You never know. Also, I do edited videos from time to time. Now, if you want to support my channel, you supported my channel by sitting through this. Well done. Thank you very much. I have hundreds more videos, many on crafting monsters as it happens, and you're welcome to check them out. But I have all sorts of videos for dungeon masters and players. I don't do Patreon, but I do have affiliate links to the book depository and Amazon. You know the story. You buy something online, I get a small commission, help support the channel, so I keep doing more videos. which is always good. Now, this is your opportunity in the live chat to say hi, bye, thank you very much, or Fred, I could do much better than you. That's all good as well, not a problem. Otherwise, that's what the comment section's for. If you're not part of the live chat, you just go down there and say, guess what, Fred? I could do a lot better than that, and I did. And I'm fine with that too. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. Ha! You thought I had gone, but I haven't. I'm still here. Yes, so I have been thinking very, very hard. Martin, see you later, Martin. And Wizards033, hello from Texas. Great job. Thank you very much, mate. That's really appreciated. I do appreciate the fact that people have showed up. So many people showed up too. It's such a short time frame. Brent's having a good laugh. Thanks, Darren. But there was no cursing and frustration in the video, which of course there can't always be. I wanted to tell you before I leave that I have plans to do another monster, and I'm going to do another monster, and I'm thinking I will do a Chaos Beast. I was talking about wanting to do something with just a mouth and teeth, and then like tentacles. And I feel like a mouth and teeth and tentacles can't be that difficult. So I definitely want to do it. Maybe a big eyeball just to make things more interesting, or more than one eyeball. Just something really wacky and strange. Sort of Call of Cthulhu, Lovecraftian, icky monster sort of stuff. Yes, that's right. Don't forget to hit the like button and share it with other people. Then more people will watch. Oh, snap. Frankie. Okay. All right. I'm done. I will now leave. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Okay. I'll see you later.